All right. LDBC, and here's your boy, the Coach live on the Coach Show, live. Whew, man. Folks, have y'all begun to notice that there's a trend going on? Okay, I'm going to see if you guys can recognize a trend, okay? I'm going to say some things, and I'm going to see if you guys recognize a trend, okay? Mayweather-Pacquiao. Wilder Joshua. Spence Crawford. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. Do you guys know what the pattern is? What do they have in common? What do each of the people that I said, what do they all have in common? That's right. We're no closer to getting Wilder Joshua or, Wilder Fury 3. We're not going to get that. We're definitely not even close to Spence and Crawford. Definitely not. And we're nowhere near getting Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Told you there's a pattern. And I even see people talking about Lomachenko. Here's what I'll say. Everybody have an excuse about Vasily Lomachenko. Everybody. Well, he ain't done this. And true. I don't think the man is a number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and I don't think he ever was. But, I think some of y'all need to fall back on Vasily Lomachenko because actually, he was actually willing to make these fights. I mean, let's think about it. I mean, hey, people said Vasily Lomachenko, wouldn't fight Nicholas Walters. I don't care if they pulled the man up off the couch somewhere for 3. I don't care what they did. Nicholas Walters got in the ring. Nicholas Walters wanted to fight. They fought him. People said that he wouldn't fight Nicholas Walters. He was too dangerous. Fought him. They said he wouldn't fight Guillermo Rigondeaux. Okay, listen. We can say that, they pulled Rigo up from 2 weight classes, yada, yada. Okay, I've heard all that before. Rigo called out Vasily Lomachenko, called him out. I don't really care if you don't like the video, if you don't like Vasily. That's fine. I'm not capping or advocating for Vasily. I'm speaking what I remember. Okay? I remember people said that he wouldn't fight Gary Russell Jr. He fought Gary Russell Jr. and beat Gary Russell Jr. And the excuse was, I wasn't myself. I didn't hydrate enough. The excuse for Rigondeaux was he was too small. The excuse for Nicholas Walters was, he'd been on the shelf for a long time. He'd been inactive. All of these are excuses. Every last one of them, okay? Look, I'm not a big fan of, him saying, or he never said it. Yeah, Vasily Lomachenko never said he was number one pound for pound. Never even said it. I'm not a fan of people thinking that he's number one pound for pound. But, then they said he would never fight Teofimo Lopez. And he fights him. I'm going to tell y'all what, man. I'm going to tell you what's wrong in the whole boxing community. People don't want to give credit to fighters that'll take fights. And isn't it funny, man, how all the stuff that's going on with Deontay Wilder? But do you know that people will never give Deontay Wilder credit for pursuing these fights? Stop it. He tried to fight Povetkin. The man popped dirty. That was Wilder's fault. He wanted to fight Joshua. Fans gave Wilder, they gave every excuse on the guy's hot son as to why Wilder didn't deserve a fight with Joshua, but Joshua can go fight Carlos Takam. I don't understand that. Carlos Takam deserved a shot, but, Deontay Wilder didn't deserve a shot. Damn. Deontay Wilder sought and fought Tyson Fury not once but twice. Sought out the Tyson Fury, gave the man 50-50, but Deontay Wilder can still get pissed on. I don't see many fighters trying to make... The only 2 fighters in my mind that I see who trying to make fights happen, that's Deontay Wilder and Vasily Lomachenko. And if you're going to cap for Lomachenko, and if you can't say Wilder ain't trying to make no fights, don't leave a comment on my channel, okay? None of you racists that like Vasily Lomachenko, don't come to my channel. Don't leave a comment. Don't say nothing. You say anything negative about, me talking about Wilder wanting to make fights, that's it, blocked. Done. You don't even get the words out your mouth. Or you don't get the words out of your fingers. No way. But isn't this funny, though? It's really, really funny how there are certain fighters that want to make fights, and these are the fighters that are the most criticized. I find that just, crazy. You got Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, talking about this side of the street. Okay? You got Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. And Teofimo just act like, dude act like, okay, he God gifted boxing now. I'm the A side. I'm the A side. But Teofimo, you're not a household name. I don't even understand, man. He's not even a pay-per-view star. You put him on pay-per-view, I don't think a lot of people buy that. I mean, he's a good fighter, fine champion. Him or Devin Haney, they ain't pay-per-view stars. But these guys are acting like, okay, they God gifted boxing, they big time now. And it's almost like, damn. Here we go again. Here's another fight that they're going to let marinate to these guys turn, 30? Errol Spencer's already 31, Bud Crawford is 33. That fight is no close to being happening. They'll fight when they're 36 and 36 and 34? I don't want to see it by then. I really don't. I don't really care for it after that. Isn't it funny how the women boxers, they put everything on the line? Have y'all noticed that? Honestly, I'm much more of a fan, and not because I cover MMA or WMMA, but I noticed that the women boxers, they put everything on the line. Have y'all noticed that? Ain't nobody ducking no fights because the women's boxers know that their opportunities are limited, so they got to fight everybody. They got to fight who they got to fight. You got Carissa Shields and Christina Hammer putting everything on the line. Okay, they put everything on the line. Okay, the best fought the best, and Carissa Shields won. But Christina Hammer and Clarissa Shields, they were not afraid to put everything on the line, and that's what they did. Isn't it funny how a lot of these boxers, a lot of these men, they can't put everything on the line? Crazy. Hannah Gabriels put everything on the line. Everything on the line. Even fought a bigger Clarissa Shields. Guys, it's just crazy, man. Crazy. Francione Cruz put everything on the line. They willing to go and fight these fights. Even when the odds are so far against them, these female boxers, they go and they fight the best. You got Heather Hardy going in there fighting Amanda Serrano. She got beat up bad, but she got in there and fought her. They're putting everything on the line. And hell, you got these women fighters. Hell, you got Amanda Serrano doing MMA. You got Carissa Shields saying, okay, if boxing not willing to give me what I want, I'm going to go to MMA where we got competition at. And of course, they're going to get paid for it, but, they're willing to put everything on the line. They're willing to go into a whole nother sport that they don't have any knowledge of. You get Clarissa Shields over there, she don't know. She don't know anything about MMA. The girl got lightning hands. Amanda Serrano didn't know anything about mixed martial arts. But she was willing to get in there because you know why? Because they're used to putting everything on the line. These men boxers, they don't do that. Guys, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be another fight. We're going to be talking about this fight for the next 2 years. People, I'm not going to be. I'm just going to listen to people who talking about it, and I'm going to just leave my comments. That's what I'm going to do. Are y'all serious boxing fans? Are you guys going to let this happen again? Look, I don't care if black, Latino, I don't care about that. Do you guys want to see the fight? That's just all I got to ask. Because if you're sitting here, running your mouth and, oh man, this person, look, I don't want to hear that. My question to you is going to be, do you want to see the fight? That's all I care about. Like right now, at this point in time in my, career as a boxing fan, that's all I want to see. I just want to see the fight. I don't care about all the other stuff. Who hating on who? I don't care about that. Do you guys want to see the fight? Seriously. You got Gennady Golovkin. He beats up another guy that's not a formidable opponent. Guys, boxing fans, how many of these fights are you guys going to allow? How many? And you got Canelo. He fights Callum Smith. Well, that's his mandatory. Guys, how many times have we seen a mandatory that's just not formidable? And I gave Canelo credit for taking out the bigger, taller guy. I gave him credit. But, Callum Smith, man, come on. Was anybody calling for that fight? No, y'all know who we want to see Canelo fight? We want to see Charlo and Canelo get. Guys, do you want to see the fight? That's it. I don't even care. I don't even care if these guys using steroids anymore. I could care less, okay? Because at the end of the day, I ain't getting no money for it. They use steroids. Who cares? I just want to see them fight. Man, you don't care about their health? No, I don't. I don't care about their health. That's the job occupation they chose to, okay? That's what they chose. See, this is where I am right now in the sport of boxing. I just want to see the fights. I don't care who fault it is. I don't care who fault you think it is. Do you want to see the fight? That's the only thing I got to say to you. And if you can't even answer that question, don't leave a comment. This is how I am with boxing fans. Don't leave a comment if you can't answer the question. See, now the cycle is going on, and now we're going to start this cycle with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Then I hear, Teofimo Lopez says, I only got about 2 fights left, and I'm moving out of division. Well, okay. Okay. Is Devin Haney going to be one of those fights? I mean, that 135-pound division is cooking. And he said he can't make the weight anymore, man. I think him moving up, going to 140, going to welterweight, I definitely, if he go to welterweight, I think that's a bad move. I think his competition is at 135, and all the big fights in the future, pay-per-view events are at 135. That's what I think. It is what it is, man. And it's crazy, man. The people who are willing to put everything on the line, they get less than the people who won't put anything on the line. I mean, y'all remember when Danny Garcia fought Rod Salka? I mean, you guys remember that fight? Like, that fight was atrocious. But people still watched it, tuned in, did post-fight videos on it. They did everything. So, boxing fans, I got to ask y'all, are you guys going to allow this? I don't care if you're a Latino fan or a black fan. Are you going to allow this? Are you going to allow this? Because if you allow it, well, guess what they're going to keep on doing? They're going to keep on not fighting each other. Guys, the formula is very, very simple. And people go, oh, man, you biased for MMA. Nah, you know what? I'm not biased. What I'm telling y'all is that in MMA, these kind of problems don't exist. You have to fight who the fans demand. That's just what it is over there. And if you're not fighting who the fans want, then you don't fight. See, that's how it works over in MMA. We call for a fight, we get it. They listen to the fans over there. Over there, they listen to the fans, and we're the most important thing. They give us what we want because they know we're paying for this. I mean, I'm going to tell you what's going to have to happen. I'm going to tell you guys what's really going to have to happen. It's going to have to be to a point where boxing lose so many pay-per-views and boxing lose so many viewers watching these fights that are lackluster. It's going to take that. And I'm talking about, man, it's going to take a pay-per-view event where the event do 5,000 views. I'm talking about it's going to take an event to do 5,000 views, and then on regular TV, when they got these garbage fights on, it's going to take a regular TV to do about 10,000 views for the sport of boxing to just really completely grasp that fight fans really want to see competitive matchups, and we want to see matchups that's worthy of us paying for it. I don't know, guys. These two guys, they're in their young 20s, but we probably won't even see these guys fight until they're 30.